What's up, guys? It's the B Hints here, bringing you another Call of Duty Black Ops commentary. So, this game is a game of Team Deathmatch on launch. I'm using the G11 with no attachments, some C4, and I'm rocking, I believe, Flak Jacket, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Tactical Mask. Alright, so this video is going to be less about the gameplay and more about the topic of this video. The topic of this video is Chael Sonnen vs. Anderson Silva 2. For those who don't know, these two fight. Well, first off, I'm talking about the UFC here, in case you've been living under a rock. But anyways, these two men fought back in August of 2010. Chael Sonnen was a huge underdog, but the first fight was really hyped because Chael talked all this shit. Like, he brought shit talking to a new level. But everyone thought oh, Anderson Silva's gonna smash this clown. But that's not what happened. Chael Sonnen destroyed Anderson Silva for 23 minutes of the first fight, until Anderson Silva locked in a legendary triangle choke / armbar. A little bit of both. We're not too sure what actually finished. I'm assuming it was the armbar that what did it in for Chael, because Chael defended the triangle choke appropriately by stepping over, which really relieves the torque of the choke. But, you know, he was probably tired. You know, he could have just tapped from the choke too, but this video is not about that. This video is about what's going to happen in the second fight. So, since their last encounter, Anderson Silva front-kicked Vitor Belfort in the first round, and he knocked out Yushin Okami in the second round in Brazil. And since the first fight, Chael Sonnen submitted Brian Stann in the second round, and he got a really close split decision over Michael Bisping, who, in my opinion, is the most underrated fighter in the UFC. Now, my prediction for the second fight. Well, in short, I'm picking Anderson Silva with a knockout in the first or second round. The reason I'm picking Anderson Silva by knockout is because he's very pissed off. I don't know if you heard the media conference call, but Anderson basically threatened Chael and said he was gonna knock out all of his teeth and, you know, just a bunch of crazy stuff. So out of character for Anderson Silva. But in the first fight, Anderson Silva actually had a cracked rib, which would have affected his wrestling defense really, really severely. Another thing is Anderson will not be taking his training lightly for this fight, as I'm pretty sure he thought Chael Sonnen was just a joke in the first fight, and he didn't train as hard as he could have. With that being said, I am a huge Chael Sonnen fan. In fact, he's probably one of my top 3 favorite fighters. But, you know, there is a possibility Chael would win. The thing is, in this matchup with Anderson, the key factor for me is that his rib will be 100%. Anderson, when he's on his back, if Chael does get the takedown on a fully healed Anderson will be able to work from his guard a bit better, because he'll have that movement that he didn't possess in the first fight with his fully healed rib. So, even if Chael does take him down, he's gonna have to, you know, avoid submissions for all 25 minutes. And then at the start of the round, he's gonna have to avoid getting knocked out, because Anderson's typically a counter striker, but Anderson's very, very pissed off at Chael, and there's not a doubt in my mind that he's going to be very aggressive in this fight. So, what do I see happening? Well, the first round, I think Chael's going to come out very aggressive, and I think he's going to attempt to take down Anderson very early. But I think Anderson's going to stuff it, and Anderson's going to light him up with strikes, and I think Chael's going to survive the first round onslaught, but in the second round, it'll be too much, and I think Anderson will either knock out, TKO, or submit Chael Sonnen after rocking him. Yeah, so that's my prediction. Anderson should win this fight. If you're a betting man, I would not bet on this fight, because Chael Sonnen does have a very good chance of winning. And he's a 3-1 underdog, but the more logical prediction would be Anderson Silva, even if you don't like the guy, like me. I really don't like him. But yeah, something to look into after this fight. I'm seeing that possibly Anderson Silva may retire after this fight. Unless he has a super fight with John Jones or something, Anderson really has no competition left in the middleweight division. He would have cleared out everybody. So, leaving him with no choice but to just hang it up and become a trainer or whatever. Another fight on this card that I find very interesting is Forrest Griffin versus Tito Ortiz. They fought before with, it was a pretty good fight. It was, just looking up here, yeah, Forrest won via split decision, but, like, it was a really close fight. So, what do I see happening in this fight? This is a tough one. I see Forrest Griffin winning this fight by decision, and then Tito Ortiz will retire, as he said many times after this fight. It would be nice to see Tito leave on a high note, but, you know, Forrest Griffin is still, I don't know if I'd say a top 10, but he's definitely top 15 for sure. He's been irrelevant for a little while, but, you know, he's still able to fight the top 10 competitors. What does Forrest need to do in this fight? Well, he needs to avoid Tito's takedowns, and he needs to use his footwork and his kickboxing and move around Tito. The thing with Tito that people don't realize is Tito has very, very strong boxing. As we saw against Ryan Bader, Tito can drop someone with one hit, with one shot, which poses a big threat to Forrest Griffin, because we've seen with Forrest, he doesn't have necessarily the best chin, as he was dropped in one jab to Anderson Silva. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Anderson by TKO second round, Forrest by decision. Let me know what you think. Comment, rate, subscribe. Peace.